All right, everybody, what's going on? Hope you can, let me adjust the lighting here. What is going on? That might be a little bit better right there. Let me see. We'll just leave it there. I don't know, it might be too bright, guys. I'll just do this. I think you can see. Can everybody see and hear me okay? Can you see and hear me okay, everybody? I'm trying to get the lighting right in here. Oh, that's not good. There we go. I might just do that. A big old glare off my bald head, but that's okay. All right, guys, welcome in. Who we got in here? No Quarter, Nerdy Girl, Michelle, Rhonda, Natalie, Emily, Fallon, Janet, Nice Marie, Susan, Sarah May, Jill. All right, guys, what's going on? So, hope you've had a good day and all that good stuff. So, what I wanted to talk about in this here was, and yeah, I do know that I guess the old sheriff passed away, and was it Craddock took over? So let me ask you guys this first. What do y'all think about? I mean, I don't know him, but there's a lot of people saying that, that guy Craddock with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, they say he's kind of, that they don't like him. I'm just going to say that they don't like him. Have y'all heard that? I even got like an email about all that, where the old acting sheriff passed away, fell or something, and Craddock took over as acting sheriff. And a lot of people are just they don't like it for some reason. Natalie says there's a lot of stuff coming out about him. Jill says, no, I don't live near there. Yes, heard that also. Yes, in my opinion, I don't trust him. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Everybody was saying that I guess him and Chris are buddies. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what everybody's saying, is that him and Chris are buddies. So that's where that's coming from, guys. That's where that's coming from. So pardon for the noise and adjusting some stuff here. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying, is the new acting sheriff, Craddock. And Craddock is a guy that, what is his name? Anyway, I'm going to be playing it for you here. I can't think of that news reporter. He was a guy in the, just show it to you here. He's the guy. He's that guy. He's new acting sheriff. So, I played a little bit of this video, parts of it that really caught my attention. And last night, as I'm laying in the bed, some more stuff caught my attention. And I was like, wait a minute, why would he say that if, I started like asking myself more questions. So let me play this for you, and we'll ponder on it.
Any evidence of foul play? We have not cleared anyone, but we have absolutely no.
Y'all hear that?
He says the parents continue to fully cooperate. Any evidence of foul play? We have not cleared anyone.
We have not cleared anyone. So my question is, who are you trying to clear? And why even try to clear them if Sebastian just ran away? Right. Who are they trying to clear, guys? I mean, Chris and Katie seem to think that he just ran away or he took off on his own. But if Sebastian ran away, who are they trying to clear? Because, I mean, if I was investigating a runaway kid, I just assume I wouldn't have nobody to try to clear if I was the investigator. Right? Hey, I see you. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Ginger, Janet, Kim, V, Debbie, Emily. Hey, Dina Lynn. So, yeah, Baby Kisses says, yes, I've thought of that too. I'd put your comments up here, guys, but I'm going through YouTube tonight instead of StreamYard. I wish YouTube would let us do that when we're going live. Put your, comments up on the screen. But again, guys, he says we've not cleared anyone. So, again, is that just reaffirmation that this is a criminal investigation? You know what I mean? And I got an email from a friend that showed me some stuff I hadn't seen before. And it said that it's like a news article. And the news article said it looked like they may be looking more into foul play. The investigation may be looked into more as foul play. And I had never seen that or anything before. So not sure how recent that was or anything, but between seeing that and then hearing Craddock say, we've not cleared anybody, I'm like, and guys, it didn't hit me until last night. I can listen, I can watch this when I'm just laying in bed tonight, I'll think of something else. Same interview, and something else will just trigger a question in me. I'll be like, wait a minute. Y'all ever do that? It's like watching a movie. Every time you rewatch a movie, like you could watch the movie 10 times, and all 10 times you'll discover something new in that movie. But let me read some of your comments here. Baby Kisses says, Dawn, why did KP see Lee heading to her house? Who's Lee? Baby Kisses. KP. Lee. Oh, Ellie. Why did KP see law enforcement heading to her house? Just watch the video on Adam Brown Adventure scanning the river up and down Kingsport. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. And speaking of clearing people, let me go find it. Hold on, guys. Let me go find it. Speaking of clearing people, I should have had these. Hang on, guys. Yeah, here it is. All right. So this is the Idaho 4 press conference. Okay. Y'all remember the students in Moscow, Idaho that got brutally murdered? This is one of the press conferences.
Good afternoon.
My name's Chief James Fry with the Moscow Police
Let me
Department.
see if I can find the.
Floor and 2 on the 3rd floor of 1122 King Road. The results of autopsies indicated that the 4
Hang on, guys.
of Taylor Avenue to Palouse River Drive. And
Thank you for those that are in attendance.
Let's see here. But remember,
the Argonaut. I have 2 questions, if that's all right. Firstly, being what the police presence is going to look like after.
let me see here.
We care, and we will continue to work hard to get these answers for these individuals. At this time, I'd like to introduce Captain Roger Lanier.
that the loss of Xana, Kaylee, Madison, and Ethan, the FBI worked through this incredibly
I'm
difficult.
trying to find it because
Madison arrived home at approximately 1:45 a.m. and found 2 victims, 2 on the 2nd floor. Not believe the following individuals.
okay, here we go,
likely
guys. Listen to
asleep
this right here. Listen.
Floor of 1122 King Road.
This is what I want you to listen to.
The results of autopsies indicated that the 4 were stabbed multiple times
Not this, but
and were likely asleep during the attack. Some had defensive wounds, and there was no sign of sexual assault.
right here is what I want you to listen to.
We do not believe the following individuals were involved: the 2 surviving roommates, the male seen in a grub truck video circulating on the internet, a private party who drove Kaylee and Madison home, any of the individuals who spoke to the dispatcher on the 911 call. We're also aware of a male whom Madison and Kaylee had called several times the morning of November 13th, and we do not suspect that individual.
Okay. Why can't talk about clearing people? If they've already cleared people, like if Seth is cleared and they're just not saying it, why can't they do this, guys? Why can't Sumner County do what Moscow just, that what Moscow done? Why? I mean, and you're just keeping the door open for unneeded speculation. I mean, in the Idaho 4, this is what I keep preaching. They come out and they cleared the food truck guy, Jack D. They cleared a lot of people. I'm sure they've got people cleared. But and the same thing in the Summer Wells case too. You know what I mean? I'm sure Hawkins County could come out with what they know right now, and say, okay, this person we don't suspect, this person we don't suspect. I mean, if all of these people, like if Seth has a rock solid alibi, and they can clear him, and they have cleared him, it just baffles me, guys. And again,
A private party who drove Kaylee King Road. The results of autopsies indicated no sign of sexual assault.
Let's see here.
We do not believe the following individuals were involved.
See, we do not believe the following individuals are involved. And this is before they even arrested Brian Koberger. Hey, baby kisses. Thank you. I appreciate I don't know if that's a super, what do they call those, super chats, guys? Or super thanks, something like that. Anyway, thank you, baby kisses. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. But again, I mean, we're going on 100 and some odd, almost 200 days, guys. 200 days on Sebastian Rogers, the investigation into what happened to him. So why can't police come out, because if I was Seth and Seth had a rock solid alibi, You know, I'd be down. I would be down law enforcement's throat, going, you better publicly clear me, because you know the mudslinging on social media is way out of control, and you know this would just cut some of it out. But by getting on here and saying, we haven't cleared anybody. Well, first of all, some people are still on the fence. Some people are still wondering if Sebastian ran off. You know what I mean? And to come out and say that we've not cleared anybody, you're just that statement alone. Now you're saying, okay, well, if we have to clear people, then there's something wrong here. Somebody done something wrong, and we've got to clear. This is, by him saying that just solidifies my opinion that this is definitely a criminal investigation, guys. Because if it wasn't a criminal investigation, they wouldn't have to clear nobody, right? And in saying that, oh, and by the way, I am not. Let me go ahead and repeat. Let me put this out there. With everything going on with Bullhorn Betty and Katie and the Bower Sox, I got to thinking about all that today, covering it and all that stuff. All the drama with it. It makes for good coverage, if you're into drama. But if you're into the, like the hardcore investigation part of the Sebastian Rogers case, I can't cover that. I have to cover the investigative aspects of it. So going forward, whatever happens, with the whole Bullhorn Betty order of protection thing, I'm not going to cover it. I just feel like it's just, a lot of people say it's just a distraction, and you should stay focused on, what's going on with the investigation, picking things apart like you're doing, and that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, covering all that is great for people who want to cover, drama and drama related stuff going on with these cases. But outside of drama, I want to focus on like the investigative tactics, the investigative information, all that other stuff. I'm from here forward, I'm not going to worry about, guys. So just let you know. But that's my decision, and I just felt like, hey, because if I start doing that, it takes away from me thinking about, this stuff, like what Craddock said. We've not cleared anybody. And I'm like, wait a minute. What do you mean you've not? What? I mean, who are you trying to clear? And why are you trying to clear them? There's something wrong here then. Somebody done something. I mean, you guys now are trying to clear people. So that tells me something bad happened. Y'all think, and going to the landfill, getting a search warrant for that land. I'm telling you guys, that search warrant that they executed on that landfill, I don't think we've heard the last of that. I do not think. Now, granted, they didn't find anything, but what led them to that, I don't think we've heard the last of that. Because they had to go through a lot of trouble to get that search warrant and go up there and execute it. A lot of man hours, a lot of resources. I don't think we've heard the last of what caused that search warrant to be executed at that landfill. I think that right there, people say, well, they when I was talking the other day about they have nothing, they act like they're at square one. And someone said, well, maybe they have a little bit, well, that might be right there what that little bit is. What led them to that landfill. Sunset says, how do we know they didn't find anything at the landfill? Well, that's true. I mean, they said that there wasn't nothing. I forget how they worded it, but they said there wasn't nothing came of it or something like that, Sunset. But again, they don't have to tell us nothing. Right? Like if they did find something and they're like, whoa, come look at this. And they're like, yeah, this is definitely kind of big, but I don't think it's going to be a game changer in the case. Let's hold on to this. I can see them keeping it hush hush. You know what I mean? Hey, Nicole's products reviews. I can see them doing that. I mean, and again, guys, I'm kind of 95% sure this is a criminal investigation. And in my opinion, if they figure out what happened to Sebastian, there's going to be an arrest and all that stuff before we even hear about it. V says, Don B, did the city trash company call and tell them the trash can was heavy that day, or was that fake news? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that was actually in the news or what. I do not believe that. Me personally, I do not believe the sanitation people are the reason why they went to search that landfill. I think they found something of interest, and in doing so, and I don't think they were just told because the trucks that go up and down through there, like my trucks here, I mean, they got a mechanical arm. I mean, I could put 200 pounds of weights in my trash can and it would just pick it up and dump it. You know what I mean? It's just a hydraulic arm that picks it up and dumps it. It don't really tell you how much anything weighs or anything like that. It just does it, you know? So I do not think that, I do not think the sanitation people are the reason why the police executed that search warrant on that landfill. And again, I've had some people email me also and say, hey, that landfill is not a residential landfill, which is even more intriguing because now you're like, okay, why did they execute a search warrant on a landfill that's for commercial use? You know what I mean? So that's even more intriguing because I had some people reach out to me from the area and they're like, Don, that's not a residential landfill from here. That's like a commercial landfill. So, and again, I don't know how true that is, but that's just what local people were telling me. So, and the other thing that kind of concerns me, guys, is, and after saying this, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So it's gonna be like a 30-minute little podcast. Probably got one of the shortest podcasts in true crime. But y'all remember talking about the scent, Sebastian's scent, where, Chris kept saying it, it went to a retention pond. It went to a retention pond. Well, when everything, when the dust settled and everything come out, we had officials saying that there was no sign of Sebastian at all. There was no scent, no nothing. Right? So y'all love these little points I make, don't you guys? With Chris making these statements and law enforcement knowing darn well that there was no scent leading to a retention pond, it kind of makes you wonder how police feel about Chris Proudfoot making those false statements. Because, police are going, and I'm sure they're going like, hey, man, did you hear Chris Proudfoot say something about the dogs went to the retention pond and they found, Sebastian's scent went to that retention pond? Investigators are probably like, now, yeah, we kind of heard that, but that's not what happened. There was no scent at all. I mean, there was no sign of Sebastian. Why is he saying that? I'm sure police picked up on that. I'm sure they picked up on Chris saying that. I mean, if I was an investigator investigating the Sebastian Rogers disappearance, and I knew that there was no sign of Sebastian, no scent, no nothing. And for, Chris to say that, I'd be like, why the hell is he saying that? Right? So that's probably one of the things right now that I know that police are probably, scratching their heads at. And that's probably one of the things that makes Chris look really suspicious for the cops. Because I'm sure the cops, that's a big problem Chris has got right there. I mean, if there truly was no sign of Sebastian and Chris is, was out there, it went to the retention pond. It went to the retention pond. His scent went to the retention pond. That is a big problem right there for Chris. A big problem. I'd like to know how he would probably respond to that. You know what I mean? So wonder how he would respond to that. And I wonder if law enforcement kind of pulled him in, and said, hey Chris, why are you telling people that Sebastian scent went to the retention pond when we all know it didn't? We all know that nothing. They found no scent at all. I wonder if they brought him in and asked him about that. You know what I mean? It makes Chris. I mean, if this is all true, Chris has got a problem here. He's got a big problem. So anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I appreciate you for tuning in. Thanks for coming. And again, if you want to support, I don't do memberships again, but if you want to do like the super chat, I don't know what they're called, super chat, super thanks. Got a PayPal. I don't even know if I got my PayPal link on my homepage, but if you want to help support the channel, you can do a super thanks, super chat, PayPal, and I think that's the only three things that I've got. You can just watch the video all the way through, and it's completely free. So you can do that too. Never thought about that. Well, I did, but I just don't think to throw that out there a lot. So again, if you want us to help support the channel and you want to do it free of charge, watch the video all the way through, guys. Now, or go back and watch some of my other videos. It would greatly help the channel out. Anyway, and if you've missed it and you're watching on replay, drop some comments. You guys are in here right now. Sorry I didn't get to a lot of the stuff in here. Well, I'll go ahead and read some of the comments from you guys real quick. Caitlin says, Don B, my question is, if you interviewed Don Wells again, what would you ask him? Wow, that is a good question. I think I would ask him, did you come home from work that day and go back to work? I'll be like, there's some conflicts there with, you taking the boys to work. And then apparently the boys were back at home when Candace got home with Summer. So did you come back from work that day and then leave again and go back to work? That would be like one of the main questions I'd ask him. So I think that is a good question. Yeah. Kim says, good question, Don. Blue Eyes Dumpling says, Don, you're awesome. Baby Kisses, loaded grape. Don, keep rocking, brother. Chris lied about heaps. A lot of people think Chris lied about a lot of stuff, guys. Dina Lynn says CP really pushed his scent story. Boy, he did, didn't he, Dina? He did, man. He pushed it big time, and I'm sure it caught the attention of police and investigators. You know what I mean? Nicole says that's a great question. We're all wondering that, did Don come home and then go back to work? And, guys, there is a strong possibility in the Summer Wells case that if Don did come home and go back to work, could Summer Wells be along that route between 110 Ben Hill Road and the Meadows in Jonesboro? Somewhere along that. You're talking 2 counties there. No, 3. You're talking Hawkins, Sullivan, and then he goes back into Washington County and goes out there to the Meadows. So, it's a big, long country road from his house all the way out there to the Meadows in Jonesboro. I've Google Maps, studied the map, and a lot of places you could pull off, and a lot of places, guys. Anyway, we'll keep this about Sebastian, seeing how it's a Sebastian video. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you for hanging with me. Again, appreciate all the support. And I'll be back on here tomorrow at 9 p.m. If something comes up and I want to throw one little video, I'll do one. I'll throw up one before then. But, like I said, I'm going to keep most of my videos at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every evening. That way, when I'm going to be on here, just in case notifications don't do what they're supposed to do. YouTube's real finicky about that right now. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night.